everybody, this is Ravity's blog and welcome to my comic book discussion series. Today's comic book discussion is on what you want to see improve in the latest Marvel live action series, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, I have noticed that there were many complaints about the series when it premiered, and some of those complaints I do agree with, such as the show would occasionally slow down its pacing and the lack of Marvel characters that showed up other than Gravitron, Victoria Hand, and the mention of the Avengers. So here are some things that I would like to see improve on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. For one thing, I had noticed that in the first half of the first season, they had the storyline about the clairvoyant making super soldiers by using extremists, and Mike Peterson was one of their earlier experiments. However, as the season went on, the first half of the season had too many episodes that rarely dealt with the clairvoyant, basically filler episodes, and I found myself waiting impatiently for the storyline involving the clairvoyant to wrap up while also trying to figure out the main goal of the S.H.I.E.L.D. team. What I want to see improve in the show is for the next season to start focusing on one storyline rather than have too many different storylines going on at one time. Like, for example, with Teen Wolf, the main storyline the first season was Derek, one of the characters who is a werewolf, trying to defeat his evil uncle and taking his place as the leader of the pack. While at the same time, the storyline also focused on Scott's efforts to turn back into a normal human being once he defeats Derek's uncle. However, there was a brief storyline that involved Jackson, the school jock bully, experiencing nightmares and changes to his body. And what I loved about the setup was that Jackson's problems in the first season becomes a major storyline for the second season. So, in the case of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I would like for them to focus on one major plotline in the second season. Like, for example, they introduced Gravitron in the first season, so maybe Gravitron could be the major villain of the second season, and most of the episodes could revolve around the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to defeat him. Another thing I would like to see more of from the show, and this has been a major factor for many fans, is to have more Marvel characters that came straight from the comic books to show up in the show. One of the problems I had with the show so far was that it almost feels like a name-only adaptation of the Marvel Universe, with some nods to the Avengers here and there, since there are barely any characters from the comic books to show up in the show. So what I'm hoping they do in future episodes is introduce some characters from the Marvel Comics into the TV series, like maybe Black Panther or Hank Pym. That's a big maybe. However, recently I do think that the show is going in the right direction and trying to introduce Victoria Hand and get Gravitron into the mix, and I think they are trying to give more focus on the clairvoyant storyline, which is a good thing in wrapping up the storyline for the season. Also, I'm starting to see a lot more other Marvel characters from the comics show up, so that's a good thing. I think the show is trying to improve on that ground so far. So what do you think? What do you want to see improve on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Please feel free to voice your opinions below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on new videos I put out. Also, if there are any comic book discussions that you wish for me to talk about, then feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Ravity's blog, and I'll see you later.